It's been quite some time since I did a setup tour. In fact, it's been almost 2 years since the last one. Since then, I've started working from home like a lot of you and made some pretty significant upgrades to my desk setup. So today, we're gonna check it out. Today's video is being brought to you by the Master and Dynamic MG20 gaming headset. Designed for gamers and music lovers alike, the MG20 can be paired either via the wireless dongle or Bluetooth to your PC, smartphone, or tablet. Included, you'll get every cable that you need to get started, along with a boom mic that can be removed if you don't need it. In addition to the removable boom, the headset also has an onboard mic if you want to game with that, or you want to take calls on your phone. In addition to the dongle or Bluetooth pairing, you can also connect these wired via the USB-C to 3.5mm cable. For adjusting settings of the headset, there's also an app that lets you handle EQ along with some auto power on and off settings, so you can really fine-tune the headphones for either music and also gaming. The MG20 is a premium headset that really checks every box. To learn more, check the link in the description below. So if you've seen any of my setups in the past, you'll notice that there are two carryovers that still remain on my desk. One being the ultra-wide monitor, the 38-inch Acer 75Hz ultra-wide, which is still an amazing monitor. I'm thinking about upgrading it maybe to a 40-inch, but this thing honestly does everything I need it to do, and it's been a beast for 2 years now. Also the speakers, my Dynaudio ZO2, they are excellent. They're really amazing speakers. I've tested out quite a few options in the last couple years, and I just keep coming back to these. They sound great, and I've also got them sitting, instead of on stands this time, or on an arm, on sorbethane feet, which do an amazing job of canceling out vibrations and making them sound even better while still being desk mounted. Like a lot of you out there now, video calls are a huge part of my day. So I went back and forth. I tested out a lot of different webcams over the last couple of years, but I've settled on using an old iPhone 10 that I had with the EPOCam software from Elgato. So it lets you use your phone. You can use the rear or front facing camera as a webcam, and I found that it just looks way better than what you would get from any of the webcams that you commonly see around people's setups. The app is super easy to use. It has wired or wireless connection, and you can take it with you. So if you're going on the road and you don't want to use the webcam on your laptop, you can just set up your iPhone and use it like that as well. It's really quite impressive. For lighting, I'm using 3 Philips Hue play bars. One sits behind the monitor. The other 2 are underneath the desk, shining towards the wall behind each speaker. It gives the desk a nice ambient lighting setup. I typically leave it at white, but I can also maybe switch it up to a warmer color if I'm reading at night or just kind of trying to relax. For audio, I really wanted to sound great as well, so I picked up the Rode VideoMic NTG, which serves double duty. It's my primary mic for YouTube videos. I'm talking into it right now, but also it can be connected via USB-C to your computer and used that way, and it sounds way better than any sort of USB mic that I've tested in the past. So overall, a really nice mic, and it looks great on this Elgato stand that's used for their Wave 3 with a little shock mount that you can get on Amazon for under 10 bucks. The keyboard I'm currently using at the moment is the Keychron K3, a low-profile mechanical keyboard with RGB backlighting, which looks great and is a very nice compact board. I'm also using the Logitech G303 Shroud Edition for my mouse, which honestly, in my opinion, is the most comfortable mouse I've personally ever used. Both of those are sitting on top of a Grove-made wide leather desk pad, which is set up pretty well to using my mouse and obviously keyboard, resting my phone on it, kind of beating it up over the last year or so, and it's held up pretty well overall. And I think I might get a new one soon, maybe try another color, but I really do like them. They're nice and smooth and they look great. One of the biggest upgrades I've made for sure is the desk. I picked up a new desk from Vori. It's 71 by 31. A nice beautiful wood top, solid wood on some very sturdy legs, and it's really made me start using the sit stand feature of my desk a lot more because it's so much more sturdy than the old monoprice system that I had before. Towards the right of the desk, you'll see a small number pad with 4 different preset options that you can set to whatever height you want. The motor is very quiet and quick. It goes up and down, and it really doesn't make a ton of noise. It's as fast as you would want it to be. If you've ever tried an affordable or budget sit-stand desk, you know how wobbly they can be, like some of the IKEA ones. They look nice, but they're super wobbly when you get up top, not the most secure. This is not the case with this desk. I have full confidence when I'm standing, take calls on there, type them away. It's not gonna wobble all over the place. It really has made me use that feature a lot more than I had in the past. In an effort to keep my desktop cleaner and more clutter-free, I've moved my PC from the top of the desk to the bottom. Of course, I'm rocking an ITX system as always, and inside the Slagger SV540, which is a fantastic case that sits perfectly on the back leg of the desk there, I have a 5900X along with a 3080 and 64 gigs of RAM, which is great for productivity, just doing general work stuff, video editing, and obviously also gaming. In order to make sure I still had access to ports, I mounted a USB-C hub on the back side of the desk along with an SD card reader as well. That gives me quick access to any port that I would need. On the underside of the desk, I also added 2 shelves that I picked up from Amazon. They're metal and really sturdy, but it gives me quick access to things that I need. So on the right side, I keep my headphones, so AirPods 3 and also my Sony wireless headphones as well if I want noise canceling or just better sound quality, and also my wireless charging pad, which I can put my phone in the actual tray, or I can whip it out and put it on top of the desk if I still want to be able to see notifications and stuff like that. On the left-hand side, I have my Monoprice THX 788 amp DAC, which is really awesome and still going strong. Along the right-hand side, you will see 2 hooks for my headphones. My main set of headphones is the Focal Elex, a great open back set. Throw a little EQ in there, and it sounds amazing with pretty much anything. And I've also switched over from an old Corsair pair to the Master & Dynamic MG20. I haven't had them for super long, but they sound way better than any gaming headset I've ever heard, and they have double purpose. So you can use them with gaming, obviously, or you can just use them to listen to music because they really do sound that good. I've had quite a few chairs over the years, and I'm sure I'll have more soon, but I've been sticking with the Duorest D2 as of late, which is a very unique chair. It has a backrest that can separate and go up and down. It gives you some really nice support if you're someone that struggles with back issues. And I found it to just be very comfortable while being kind of odd looking. It really is a comfortable chair, and it has a headset that you can remove if you don't want to use it, but I primarily keep it on there because I find that it does a really good job supporting my neck as well. So overall, a very good chair, a sleeper chair that not a lot of people are talking about. In addition to the new chair, I also picked up a small footrest, which kind of blends in with the carpet here, and it's been super comfortable. Such a small thing you wouldn't think would make a difference, but it really does. This one also has an add-on piece if you want it to be raised up a little bit higher, but it really does make sitting for long sessions comfortable in my opinion, and they're super cheap. So even if you don't get this one, I definitely would recommend getting something like that. Recently, I've been trying to game a little bit more. I've been playing a lot of Halo and a little bit of Apex as well. So I picked up an Elite controller because yes, I'm still a controller guy. I'm trying to get better at mouse and keyboard, but for now I'm still a controller guy, still better with one, and it's been amazing. Just having those adjustable settings on there, the wireless for charging pad, the whole thing. I really love the Elite controller as long as it lasts. I've heard rumors of them not lasting super long, but so far so good for me. Definitely worth the money. Now, I am not a cable management monster. I've never have been, but I should probably clean them up a bit more than they currently are. I am using the IKEA Signum rack, which pretty much everyone uses, it feels like, because it's just solid, it's pretty cheap, and it definitely works. Recently, I also picked up a Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, which is an amazing device in its own right, but when you connect it up to a Windows PC, it really supercharges your productivity in a way that I was not expecting. Most of you are probably familiar with Second Screen, which lets you use your Galaxy tablet as a secondary monitor for your PC. That works really well. There's some slight lag to it. It's not perfect, but it definitely gets the job done, especially if you have a fast, like say 5 gigahertz home network like I do. But what I found was a new app called Super Display, or it's not new, but a very popular app called Super Display, which essentially does the same thing. It provides either wireless functionality, which is definitely a little smoother than the native app, but it also has a wired mode, which is essentially lag-free. It's almost indistinguishable from having a secondary display plugged directly into, say, an HDMI or DisplayPort. One way that I use it that I haven't seen other people do yet, you can use the wireless mode for Super Display over, again, this really needs to be a fast 5 gigahertz network, and you can also connect some Bluetooth headphones to your PC. You can connect the keyboard case to the tablet, and then you can walk around your house or apartment, assuming you've still got a stable connection, and you can use it as a PC. So for all intents and purposes, it's a small, ultra-thin PC with a working keyboard and mouse. I use this to do video editing and just go into other rooms. Say I want to go in the living room and watch a show, or watch a movie or something like that. I can just take the tablet with me, put it in that mode, and drag Premiere Pro over to that window, and it works just like I'm on my PC. It's actually really impressive. And as long as you don't get too far away from your computer, you can obviously use Bluetooth headphones and they work perfectly fine as well. So a super unique use case for video editors or illustrators or artists, but it definitely works, and I really do like that that's even an option. To keep all my cables easily accessible but also hidden, I found these little magnetic squares that clip onto any cable. There's adapters for thin or wide cables, and you hook them up to the cable and then you attach the adhesive to either the underside or the back of your desk, and they allow you to just stick the little square there magnetically, and you can hide them so they're completely out of the way, but you can grab them easily whenever you need them. So a really nice accessory, and they're also very cheap. So that is my setup. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is there anything you think I should upgrade, change, modify, or do you have any suggestions? Everything that you saw in the video today, I will try to link down in the description as well. The only thing I think I might upgrade in the near future would be the monitor, like I mentioned earlier. Thinking about getting that 38-inch LG 120 Hz IPS, which would be amazing for double duty productivity and gaming, or the 40-inch 5K 2K monitor that's 72 Hz, which would also be really amazing for work, having slightly more screen real estate for video and photo editing and that sort of thing. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Jay. I'll see you next time.